Hey Bombay, how's it going?
Hey, pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing good. This is Blue Angel with the TMK broadcast. This is our final table on our store championship. What was that, July?
Yeah, July.
Or was it June?
July.
It was July. Okay, so this is a little late. Not too late, though. What month are we? Are we still in July?
We're in July. It must have been in June.
Okay. Yeah, it was a June one, so we're a little bit late, but that's okay. I had a baby, and so I'm going to throw his picture up there on the screen. It's my Rebel outfit. Now, that happened totally by accident. Because she went into labor, we had a planned labor. We were going to go into be induced the next day, and I just happened to be wearing that outfit when she called me and said go to the hospital. So I'm like, okay, Rebel baby, here we are.
Nice.
So it's pretty funny. What else was I going? Oh yeah, did you check out our new intro? Did you like that?
Yeah, I really liked it. It was really cool.
Pretty sweet. We got something of our own now, so I'm excited about it. Anyways, let's see here. Final table, store champs. It's a 2-hour round, and I'm pulling away the pretty trophy. I wish I could keep that for myself, but I can't.
Just steal it.
Just steal it. So on the right side, we have Tell and a jump master with veteran instincts, K-Force security droid, unhinged astromech, guidance ships, extra munitions, plasma torps. And then we have Dengar. It's hard to tell, but Dengar is in the darker colored one. It's because they have like this dark metal plating pasted on there. So
No, the red one. The red and orange.
Oh, the red and orange, yeah. Okay, there you go. So Tell's in the orange, Dengar's in the red. So he has expertise, K-4 security droid, unhinged astromech, guidance strips, extra munitions, and plasma torpedoes.
And that's actually the world's winning list. Exactly the same.
Really?
Yep. And then Connor Richards on the left is actually running Paul Heaver's list, 3-time world champion. He's got Miranda Doney with twin laser turret, extra munitions, Sabine Wren, cluster mines, thermal detonators, and advanced slam. Biggs Darklighter with R4D6 and integrated astromech, and then a Gold Squadron pilot with BTLA-4, R3A2, and twin laser turret.
Okay, so the R4 droid, that's the one where you can cancel hits so you have 2 left.
Yes.
I find it to be the most least used astromech when it's equipped.
It's a lifesaver, actually. I don't know. You don't run Biggs that often, especially not with that droid.
Yeah.
I ran Biggs at the last couple just the last store championship, and that's actually a lifesaver. If it saves you 1 health, let's just say 1 health.
Yeah.
Throughout the game, it's worth it. That's a whole upgrade right there.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, is this 1 point you get integrated astromech for 1 point.
Yep.
You don't need R2 astromech. You don't need R2D2 because R2D2 it starts getting into a space where you're spending too many points on something that's going to die.
Yeah.
Because they're going to alpha Biggs right off the board.
So it's really for those big alpha strikes. You can mitigate some of that damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you got 4 hits, you roll blanks, you bring it down to 2. You're guaranteed to not take more than 2 damage.
Unless it's like 2 hits and a crit, then it's like, well, because you can't cancel the crits on
Yeah,
there.
you can't cancel the crits.
So if the guy like rolls all crits, you're just like, well, I'm boned.
And now what's interesting is there's the new Rebel archetype with Biggs, Lowrick, Jess, and Rex.
Okay.
And there was a question going around because Jess will have draw their fire or Lowrick will have draw their fire.
Okay.
And then someone else will have selflessness. And then Biggs also has his droid.
Yeah.
So there's so much damage mitigation there. People are wondering if on the guidance chips, if they have a 3 attack die ship, if they cannot change it to a crit result.
It says you may.
It's worded different. It's worded weird. But Alex Davey just came back today and said you cannot, or you have to.
Oh.
You don't have to change a result, but if you do, it has to be a crit.
Interesting.
Yeah, because what would happen is that crit would go to a ship that's like regenning of some sort, and if it's changed to a hit, at least they do damage through selflessness on another ship. So
yeah, there's all this crazy damage mitigation.
Yeah.
So not only does he cancel on the 2, but once he cancels on the 2, then selflessness can kick in, take the last 2, and then they're regenerating, and Biggs took no damage.
Yep.
Oh, it's so painful. Painful.
Anyways, the list at hand here. So Miranda Doney's really good, of course. We've all seen this list. This is the list from the System Open series that Paul Heaver took.
Yeah.
He also took it to Worlds, and then you know
why?
why
Paul Heaver didn't win Worlds this time.
he didn't win Worlds this time. You know why he didn't win Worlds?
Why?
because he went against another Miranda, like multiple Mirandas that day.
Yeah.
It happened to be priced at 49, 50 points that were more points, more of a point sink. So when he goes to the end game, it's Miranda versus Miranda, he loses.
Oh, okay.
So that's what he kept coming across. And then he also said bomb suck. And they did. Because he actually had to play against him.
Bombs suck to that when they're used against you.
Yes.
Bombs are really good to use in the game. Finally, I like that bombs have come back in the game. Because they were never used, like, ever. Until Sabine came out. And then everybody hates Sabine, but then, yes, bombs are being used.
No, I think
Empire needs something like Sabine as well.
Yeah, there's Cad Bane out with Scum and such now. I think Sabine isn't the problem. I do like hate her, like things that Bombay hates, blah blah. But I think Advanced Slam is a problem. It wasn't a problem before because people weren't using bombs because they weren't as effective.
Yeah.
Now with the cluster might change, now with Sabine, Advanced Slam is just so much better. I think that's what kind of needs to be a little bit tweaked. But anyways,
Maybe you have to tweak it so you must do an action on your action bar.
yeah, and that's been my suggestion. But yeah, they're very good. Now, if you see how Connor's setting up here, I played against Connor a few weeks ago. He was running this list. He runs Miranda in the front, and I asked him about this because I'm kind of curious. Like, it's going to be a pain whenever you're trying to move the ships. He runs them in the front, so if he needs to stall with Biggs in the goal to stay at range, he can bump them into Miranda, and then Miranda can go on her bombing run because Miranda doesn't necessarily need Biggs.
Yeah,
she's got
she can regen.
So that's why he sets up like that.
Okay.
I almost beat him too, and I had aces.
Aww.
And then I had a headache the rest of the day because all my energy was in that one game.
So my prediction would be that the world's winning list would win this championship match. That'd be my prediction. It's a really strong list.
Yeah, the world's winning list is definitely strong. I ran it, first time ever running it, I made top 4 at a store championship.
Just easy.
It was like easy mode. I never had a list become that easy to me.
That's funny.
Now, not taking anything away. So we got Connor Richards, of course, on the left, and then Alex Rico on the right with the Jump Masters. Not taking away from anything from him, but
you still have to fly it good.
You still have to fly it good.
Yeah.
Because you're going to end up with those bad matchups. Triple Defenders is like an unwinnable matchup for it.
Really?
Yeah, they cannot win against it because they got enough damage mitigation through the focus, evades, and then they got the shields. If you take out 1 or 2, great, but Tell's probably dead, or Dengar's probably dead by that time. So it's really hard. The other bad matchup is our local Dengar, Fen, and an Aldra list. That one's kind of a hard matchup for it. Mainly because the Dengars will trade, and then you got Tell and Fen's going to win that fight.
Yep.
So
Fen is in Fen Rao, right?
Fen is in Fen Rao. Now, so if it can dodge those matchups, or if you can have the skill to just barely win or get some good MOV, then yeah, you deserve to be there.
Yeah.
So now with the Biggs nerf, not really a nerf, but with the alteration of the timing chart, the torpedoes can be fired against another ship. Who would you go after?
Well, the Y-Wing's a stress hog, right?
Yes.
Probably that one first.
Think so?
Yeah.
Why would you go after it?
Because it can't regen if it slips away.
Yeah.
If I make a mistake and the ship slips away, I can kill it, and it's not going to regeneration on me. You know.
Yeah.
If K-Wing slips away and the K-Wing it's really fast to slam, then I would be in trouble while it regens and all my missions are wasted. Right?
Yeah.
So.
I would do the gold for similar reasons, but mainly because Dengar's got expertise. That's kind of Connor's like one aspect of his list that can really shut down Dengar. He doesn't have Mind Link to where he can get a focus still.
Okay.
If he gets double stressed Dengar, he can't
He's
kill
out.
Biggs fast enough.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be really. I think definitely the gold is what he's gonna go after.
So he sits up in the middle to like bait him into a joust. He doesn't want to do it, and then so he turns away.
He's turning away. you see how the rocks are set
There's
up
a
on the
channel
table?
there where you can fly through the channel,
Yeah.
no problem.
But you see how the rocks are set up there?
Yeah.
Whenever you fight a jump master, put the rocks on that side of the table.
Huh.
Because they want to turn left, right?
But they can't because the
They
rocks
can't
are in
because
the
the
way.
rocks are there.
Okay.
I've won games single-handedly just because of rock placement because of that.
Yep.
So he's trying to channel them into that area so it's harder for them to turn around.
Sweet. All right, so this list, Dengar with expertise K4. I think that's phenomenal for these jump masters. Just even if it's not Dengar, just expertise K4 is great on these guys. A lot of green maneuvers, so you're always target locked and you're always focused. You can use that barrel roll now to position you in just the right spot, right?
Yep.
I was playing a little match with my friends where I have a jump master, pilot skill 3, and just a standard one, right?
Yep.
But I have advanced proton torpedoes on him. And so I just barreled my ship, so no matter where he ended up, he was in range 1. And then, okay, fire, everything dies, and with guidance ships, and I had the title on it, so I changed a hit to a crit, or blank to a crit.
Yeah.
So it's so nice.
So
It was just a 5 dice all hit, no stopping it.
you know what's better than a pilot skill 3 jump master with torpedoes?
What?
It's pilot skill 9 jump master with torpedoes.
That's ridiculous.
That's kind of
what
why
Dengar is, right?
That's what Dengar's there for. But Tell's also pilot skill 9 with veteran instincts.
Really?
So that's kind of why he has it there. If you can alpha someone before they even shoot, that's kind of
that's
great.
really great.
98 point initiative bid. You're always choosing
98?
98. Yep.
Wow. So he's pretty much got the initiative every time. Very rarely would he have to roll off for it.
Yep. There are some cases like the Finn, Tarok, Manry list that come in super cheap. They're like 96, 97. But
So he turned back in here. Alex went straight. Do you think Alex should have gone straight, or maybe he should have anticipated that?
no, straight is fine.
Okay.
Because he couldn't quite turn yet.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to go through the rocks how they are. He wants to come in a straight line.
Okay. So even though this is Alex is a 2-ship list, it plays and fights like a 3-ship list.
Yeah, Dengar's ability.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, okay, well, it's fair because he's only got 2 ships. Not quite. He's firing like he's got 3 ships.
Yeah.
Ouch.
With modifiers on all attacks.
On all attacks. Except for the...
He won't have the target lock for the second
target lock,
attack.
but he's got the focus that
he's
flips
got
things over for him.
expertise. That's why the gold needs to become a big part of this game. So you can shut down that expertise, shut down the second attack, so bigs can survive longer.
Mm-hmm.
By the time they get in close, he won't get the torpedoes off as well.
Yep. I like how Tell barrel rolls here, so he can set up his attack facing arc to arc and get those torpedoes off before he starts taking damage from his opponent.
Yeah. People may not think much of Tell's ability.
But Tell ability rocks.
That ability is very good.
Yeah.
Because you can just go in a fight, okay, I'm going to die right here.
Yeah.
But I know I'm going to come back to life. And then I just run, so you can just continue running. And so now they spent all that time trying to kill you, and then they realize, oh,
or if it's
I gotta kill
the
you
last
again.
ship versus last ship, and you're PS9, you shoot first, he shoots, kills you, you respawn, you shoot first again.
Yeah.
So that's really nasty. And then with a hull upgrade, your 3-point hull upgrade is now worth 2 hull points.
Yeah. There was a situation that I haven't come across yet, but it's very interesting. If, let's say, Tell gets blinded pilot by a pilot skill 10 quick draw, right?
Yeah.
And then a pilot skill 10 Vader came by, finishes him off. All those cards get discarded.
Yep.
Now it's my time to shoot.
Yep.
I'm no longer blinded.
Mm-hmm.
So you come in situations where it's like, kill me. So I
dare you.
Yeah, I dare you.
That's funny.
So Connor's thinking very much about this move. I think he should probably go slow to try to get out of Dengar's range next turn.
No, 2 tight's going to bring everybody in range, even if they one bank forward.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Dengar's going to have range on somebody next round no matter what. Because he's going to do... Alex is going to do 2 tights. I mean, why not?
Yeah. Well, why would you do a 2 tight when you can do like
so
a 1 tight?
So you can bring Dengar forward enough to shoot.
Yeah.
Right? If you just do a 1 tight, Dengar may be too far behind, and you're getting wrecked by 3 ships on Tell.
Yeah. What happens if you do, let's say, a 1 tight, right, with Tell, then barrel back? I guess you won't have the focus for the torps.
Yeah. I think 2 tight's the best maneuver here.
You know what the worst feeling in the world is?
What?
When you have like expertise, target lock on Dengar, and you're flying Torps, like the odds are you're gonna almost pretty much max out like 70% of the time. But there's always a chance you totally blanking out and only getting the crit
Because of the guidance.
because of the guidance chips. And that happened.
That's like the worst feeling in the world.
That happened to me, and I was like, it's the worst feeling in the world. Like there goes 4 points that didn't do anything.
It was a dud.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the requisitions officer. Hey, what the heck? My torpedoes, man, they just didn't work.
Yeah.
Weapons jam.
Alright, this is kind of a big move because it can kind of make or break. If Dengar and Tell Alpha ship off the board here, it's gonna be very tough for Connor. He can still do it. He's got Miranda.
Yeah. If they chase Miranda, they'll get bombed. So they have to always lead off Miranda, which is hard to do. If you're leading somebody and he just turns away and you didn't turn the right direction, well, now you're back in bomb range again.
Yeah. And Miranda's pilot skill 8, which helps her. Because she knows where they're at. You can plan accordingly.
Oh, if they're action bombs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is her bread and butter.
Yeah. So he's one straight. It's like we said, roll slow up there because he's gonna hit, turn in from the asteroids and be able to. Does he get it?
So he's trying to target lock Tell.
He's got it.
He's got it.
So I suppose now, because they didn't move far enough forward, I guess the one tights would bring Dengar in range too.
Yeah. Now I'm not sure. I talked to Connor after the game, and I'm not sure if we're going to put audio in on part of this video for it.
No.
No?
Only our voices.
Only our voices.
Yes.
Okay.
Did not have permission to get audio, just visual.
No, we got the interviews at the end.
Oh, we got the interview. We can put that in.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you want to put that in, but he talks about this opening here with the target lock.
Yeah.
And how he believes he made a mistake.
He thought he was targeting Dengar, right?
Yeah.
And I actually think targeting Dengar would be the mistake. Targeting Tell is what you want to do right now, right? Because if you fire all your shots at Tell, Dengar cannot fire a retaliatory attack, right?
Yeah.
So now his 2-ship list is going to fire like a 2-ship list and not like a 3-ship list.
Yeah. The purpose that he wanted to target lock Dengar was to take away expertise. That's why he thought he was going to target lock Dengar. Since he knew he's out of range here, if he knew Dengar was at the back one, he would have just focused and not worried about target locking. That was his
Okay. So what's the difference between target lock and focus for him at this point?
Because he needed that one evade result to dodge the torpedoes. You just need one, and you can get out of it with the Y wing. So that focus will increase your chances.
Yeah.
If you don't get that one evade result, that Y wing's dead. That's why.
Because they can throw out hit 8 damage.
Yeah. Yep. So that's kind of critical there. So one tight.
There it is. So my 2 tights are wrong. Whatever. That's why I don't, make top 4.
I've gotten range rulers from every single faction. This
faction?
Faction, yeah. I got a range ruler running Scum, range ruler running Imperials, and Rebels.
So you're just bragging?
I'm just bragging.
Okay. Well, props to you.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of an achievement there.
Yeah.
All right. So what, he target locks and that's it?
Yeah, he target locks and gonna focus.
Well, that was a green maneuver, so it's free target lock, so action focus. Okay. So he's ready. Those torpedoes are ready to fire. Now it should fit because the nubs push them apart, so they should fit side by side here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just depends if how accurate they place.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying before I cut you off?
No, I was just gonna say I was gonna brag some more.
Oh, okay.
I only made the top cut with Imperials and Scum. I didn't make the top cut with Rebels. That's
So how did you get
suck.
the range ruler?
I was still top 4. It was just top, or I was top 8. I was
Top
just
8
wasn't
gets
top
that.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of burnt out this season.
Yeah.
Like I've been switching so many lists, thinking like, oh, I won't be burnt out if I switch a bunch of lists. But I'm like still burnt out because I'm playing against all the same
guys.
all same
it's
lists.
all tough. You're thinking.
Yeah.
You're just burning out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dengar's firing the Y-Wing? Or did they just measure for target lock?
Yeah, just measuring for target lock. That's why I'm running a TIE Punisher right now.
Just for fun?
Just for fun. It's actually pretty good. It's a lot better than I thought.
The TIE Punisher with the bomblet generator.
Bomblet generator?
Infinite barrel rolls.
With Death Rain? Yeah, infinite barrel rolls. That's really good. Death Rain's a lot better. Alright, so he's firing with Tell first to strip the shields.
Torpedoes are on the way.
So as long as he hits, he's taking at least 2 shields because of Plasma's ability.
Oh.
So he doesn't have to roll necessarily good.
Alright, look. Hit, focus, crit, blank.
Yeah, he focuses.
Oh, that must have been a focus over there too. And then guidance chips.
Guidance chips, yep.
But we made it a hit.
Yep, because the Tell is only 2
that's
attack.
right.
So that's the one focus result that would have helped him.
Yep.
He would have only taken 3 shields instead of a damage
he could
card.
potentially die.
Yep. So now Dengar is going to fire. Odds are this Y-Wing's going to get 1 rounded.
He needs him to roll all blanks. Or actually, he can roll. Is it what? 4 health left?
Yeah, 4 health.
Yeah.
That's why he needs
this is it.
the 1 evade.
Got it.
Got it.
Yoo-hoo!
Does he take the direct hit?
He does.
He does. Yep. So that.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So the Y-Wing's gone.
Oh, I
So
forgot
now-
my sound effects. How dare me? Oh my goodness. I gotta pull this up here. No, my volume's off. There you go. Bye-bye, Y-Wing. That sucks.
So now Connor's facing a 100-point list versus 74-point list. Like, he has 74-point list.
See, right when I saw this too, and I go, oh, this is gonna be a quick match.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. But obviously, if you look at your little windows down there, and the little scroll bar, there's 2 hours of this video. So
It's going to get intense.
It wasn't a quick match.
Yeah. It's going to get intense.
So that wasn't a spoiler, was it?
No, it's not a spoiler.
Because they can look at the time bar and figure it out. So I think here he still thinks Dengar's in the orange one.
I think he just found out. I think that's what he's just debating. No, he's debating on whether firing or not.
Yeah.
And then he realizes it's not Dengar.
Yep.
2 hits.
2 blanks.
2 damage.
2 shields.
So he took just 1.
Or I think it was TLT.
It's TLT, yeah. He did take the damage from Dengar. And he evades that one.
Did he?
So he did shoot at Dengar. Yeah, Dengar's the expertise right there.
Oh, okay.
So now, why isn't Dengar firing back? He's got to fire back.
Really should. Maybe Dengar's waiting for Biggs.
Yeah, seeing if Biggs is in range. Because he's probably going to have to fire Biggs next turn. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
So he did realize the other one's Dengar when he was debating earlier. Because now he's trying to fire at Dengar.
Mm-hmm. See, I still would have gone for Tell after this point because, I mean...
No, because Tell you can take down in the end game.
Yeah.
You can't take down Dengar in the end game with Miranda.
Oh, because he fires back.
Yeah. You can't regen fast enough.
Mm-hmm. So if Dengar retaliates, does he have to shoot at Biggs or not?
He has to shoot at the one that fired at him.
Okay.
So if that makes... If
So
Biggs
Biggs
is a
can't
valid
even-
target, then he can't, yeah.
Yep.
So like right now, since Biggs is firing, he can retaliate.
So that's why he couldn't retaliate on Miranda, right?
No, he could have.
Oh, you could have.
Yeah.
Because of his ability must target
Yeah,
Miranda.
he just forgot
overrides
to
Biggs.
retaliate.
What? That could change the game!
Oh no, he fired at Tell.
Oh, they
Didn't
tracked
shoot.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he fired at
Tell one
Dengar.
time and Biggs
Yeah.
one time. Okay.
yeah
Or Dengar and Tell.
Yeah, Miranda fired at Dengar. Biggs fired at Tell because he must have not been in range.
Yep.
So both 1 damage. It's not where you want to be.
Yeah, 8 health. So you're swapping 2 2 hit points for 8 hit points. Not a good trade.
Yeah.
And he can do that again.
Yeah.
My goodness.
But with the rocks are his kind of saving grace right now, because it's going to be very hard for him to come up with another plasma run.
Right.
So the rock setup might save him. So this is, have you seen the tree of where Miranda can bomb with Advanced Slam?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
It is everywhere.
Everywhere where the light touches is Miranda's.
Lion King reference there. I mean, oops, Disney. Don't hurt us. My goodness. Okay, so what? Tell's got a straight shot through the asteroids. No big deal. Shoot the gap, turn around, come back. I'm thinking Dengar is going to pull off to the screen's right between those two, like a 3 bank. Then he can sloop and turn around and come back. Bring them both together at the same time.
Yeah, 3 bank is green too, so he gets target lock.
Nice. And what? Tell's 2 straight. It's going to be a target lock as well, right?
Yeah. So Tell I definitely think is going straight. He bumps into Miranda probably or Biggs, and he still gets a fire.
You get the target lock.
You get your action with the target lock.
Well, actually, Miranda moves first. So if he moves fast enough forward, he could jump Miranda.
Yeah, but he's probably with Biggs right there and Miranda. He's probably thinking he's probably going to bump. No big deal.
But you should do it fastest maneuver possible at screen, regardless, right? Even if you do bump.
3 straight green because unhinged. So
that's the maneuver he should pick, regardless of bump or not, because he needs to go straight. And if he can skip over both of them, yay. If you can't, then you're not bad either way.
Yeah.
And then, so do you think Dengar should do the 3 bank between the rocks?
I would go for it, but I'm not at the final table. I'm not sure what my decision would be at the final table. If
and after how many hours of 8 hours of gameplay, you're still here.
There's moves I would make in casual play like 10 times out of 10. Then there's moves I do at tournaments. It's like, I don't know. I'm not going to do it. It's too close.
Yeah.
Because if he's on that rock, which I don't think he would be, it would be very bad.
Yeah.
Because he'd have uncontested shots back. And you don't care too much. You got expertise, so you might as well just go straight, actually. And just take what you get. You're going to have expertise, target lock, so it's not a big deal if you bump there.
With Dengar going straight.
Or this is a trick I did in top 4 or my top 8 game.
Yeah.
I moved Tell, and then I did 3 bank with Dengar, not moving that much because Tell's blocking me.
Okay.
But I end up with all my actions. I end up having arc.
So you could 1 straight barrel roll with Tell to block Dengar's maneuver, and then you can squeeze them both through the rocks.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Any way where you can block Dengar and with that 3 bank would be good and still keep arc.
Okay. What are we going to do here, guys? Come on.
It's a big move with him losing that Y-Wing.
Yeah. He's probably thinking this game is over.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Did he?
Yeah, the whole time he was like, oh, man. Like, he was almost ready to concede, I think.
God, it sucks. Oh, here we go.
But this is also Connor Richards. He went undefeated in Swiss at the Kashyyyk Open.
Wow.
With Miranda and Corrin. So he's got, hundreds of games with Miranda.
So another E-Wing combo that I'm thinking about would be Ethan Abbott and 10 Nub.
Okay.
A 2-ship list, 100 points.
That's not going to work.
Sounds like fun, though, because if they go after Corrin, then the B-Wing's just beating you up, and Corrin's going to go, or not Corrin, but Ethan Abbott's going to go away and regen. And I have my E-Wing set up with Elusiveness, M9G8, and Stealth Device. So I'm going to target lock the guy who's going to shoot me, so I can reroll one of his dice. Elusiveness, I can reroll another one of his dice. So I'm rerolling 2 of my opponent's attack dice. And I got Stealth Device and a Focus token.
Really quick.
Sorry.
Before we see what happens here, I ran Elusiveness on Ezra for a whole tournament at Hangar Bay.
Yeah.
And never once brought up a blink. It was always a hit or crit.
Yeah.
Every single time.
I have that problem too. And also when I run Black Market Slasher tools, and you have to roll, hit or crit and the guy takes damage, blank focus all day.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is stupid.
So now Miranda's done a 3 bank.
Now she should be planting bombs here, I would imagine.
Shooting him.
Well, do you think a 3 bank would actually put the bombs on Dengar?
I think so. I think they'll line up perfectly.
Does he do it?
We'll see.
But then it puts him out of range one of Biggs. Well,
It's
he doesn't need Biggs' help.
He's going to be shooting at Biggs anyways.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have to kill Biggs eventually.
Yeah. But if you advance slam, you can't shoot.
Right now, you're just trying to do as much damage as you can with bombs so you don't have to shoot.
Okay. Oh, he focuses up.
So maybe he's thinking, if Dengar bumps me, I'm then in the clear
And you can
to
bomb
bomb him next round.
and shoot.
Yeah. So now he stays at range 1. See, this is this type of stuff. He's not getting greedy with the bombs. Like when I played against Connor, I only let him bomb one time the whole game. It killed my ace, but it was only one time. But he's very, very patient. He's thinking not just this round, but like multiple rounds ahead.
Yeah.
And he does some stuff like I would never think about. Even like I practiced against bombs like leading up to Worlds so many times, and with my aces just to have a fighting chance.
Yep.
And there's moves that's like I never even thought of that he was doing.
Huh.
So K4 target lock. He's going to target lock Miranda probably.
Of course, because
it's
he
the
can
only
shoot
shot.
him.
Yep.
And then here we got a bump from Dengar and shooting at Biggs.
Yep.
So now by bumping Biggs, you have mitigated damage against Biggs. Miranda can take off and regen stuff.
Yeah. So
that was a really good call.
Yeah, that was a really good call. Just staying there. He'll get the plasma off up on Biggs. He will. Let's see. If he maxes out, he takes a crit. Let's say if Biggs blanks, R4D6 down to 2 hits, so 2 hits and crit is what he's looking like on the worst case scenario here with Biggs.
So that's one face-up damage card versus shields.
Yeah.
All right, here comes the roll. We got a crit on the table already. Looks like a focus, which goes... Is that 2 crits? 2 crits, 2 hits?
Yeah, I think he just changed the focus to a crit with guidance.
Yeah.
So he does get results. That's what he needed. Now he's thinking,
Just
like,
don't
is it
take
worth
damage.
it?
Yeah, you just don't take damage. Just spin the token.
But the thing is, if he can get some... Okay, let's say if you trade Biggs for Dengar, like this next turn, once Miranda moves with the bombs.
Yeah.
So he just prevents the damage, takes the 2 shields.
And we got a face-up damage card here. It's going to be a damage sensor array. So no more actions.
Yeah. I think maybe he didn't want to do R4D6. I'm not sure on the crits, how many crits are out there, but he might not have...
There's at least 2 crits.
Yeah. Okay,
so
he couldn't. That's why. Okay. So Tell's shooting at Miranda.
2 dice.
Spend the target lock.
Three hits. No dodges. So almost a shield wipe.
Yep. So then Miranda gets a shoot at Tell. Regen.
Not. The cool thing here is Miranda has got a focus, and Tell does not. So Miranda could put more damage out onto Tell than Tell did to him.
Yeah. Yeah, he regens.
Oh, hit crit. Nice. I hope for no evades. Looks like none. Pew pew. Got him.
And then Big's going to take the shot.
No, this round was a better trade. Yeah, is he going to dance with the devil?
Yeah. Usually the answer is no.
It should be no. Always.
Let's say if Biggs can take like 2 shields, but he has no focus. I think the no focus kind of...
It's a deciding right there. You're going to miss that shot.
But
attack dice do outperform defense dice, so you're looking at 1 hit to go through.
So he does go through.
Oh no! Don't do it! Don't do it!
But she kind of does need to push the envelope here with losing the Y wing.
Yeah.
So he's thinking again. He's thinking 3, 1.5 hits. It says go for it.
2 hits.
2 hits, so nice.
Focus, dodge. Takes 1. That's what I predicted. 1 damage, right? And then this is where it was a mistake. I think he gets lucky though.
Just
So-
2.
Yep.
Ain't
no,
bad.
one.
He's got the droid.
I think it was just
Evade.
one. He got the evade, so he got
So he
lucky.
takes a crit.
Oh no! And he's gonna astromech that.
Yep.
I do believe that was a direct hit though, so good thing he took that out.
Yeah. Which that's actually a good call because you're expecting only one more round with
Yeah.
Biggs anyways. So since he's got the astromech, he's averaging 1.5 hits on Ding. Actually, about 2 with
Well,
expertise.
now he won't survive the next attack. He's gonna die next round before
Yeah.
he shoots.
But I think it's gonna be fine. As long as that 1 damage was kind of worth it there. I think,
Okay.
in my opinion. 1 for 1, and then you integrate anyways. So what do you do? 1 bank? Does a 1 bank fit?
No, 2 big would be better, and you can plant all your cluster mines on Dengar.
Yeah.
A 2 bank would be perfect, and every single one of those is gonna hit.
Yeah.
Right, and then what? Biggs can't turn around. He can't. He tries a 4K, he's gonna bump into Dengar. Biggs is stuck facing the wrong way.
No, you just bump into Tell.
Oh,
You stay there.
one straight green bump to tell.
Yeah.
No action.
You don't need action. You're gonna die anyways. They're gonna outdice you.
Yeah. So who moves first, Miranda or Biggs? Biggs does, right?
Biggs.
Okay. You don't have much of a choice.
Yeah.
You know what? You could 2 tight, hopefully, just and get Dengar to bump.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a good move. Yeah, too tight.
Dengar bumps, can't target. Well, he gets target lock. What does it matter if Dengar bumps? What the?
Yeah, but you're
focus on
stopping
defense, but you can't barrel
only
roll.
Tell shooting at you, and you might actually survive the round then.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's only 2 dice from Tell.
Yeah. You got 2 hit points left. You could survive that
Yeah.
because you're averaging 1 hit, and you got like a 50% chance almost to dodge that 1 hit.
Well, he's got
So-
target lock focus from Tell probably, so he's gonna get 2. But he can muster up an evade.
Yeah. With a focus, he's got at least 1 evade for sure.
Yeah.
So 2 tight, block Dengar, take the shot from Tell, say ha, and live, just to make your opponent Alex here spend more time shooting at Biggs.
Yeah.
Which he doesn't want to do.
I think that crit is a damage sensor, right? What's that crit?
Yeah, damage sensor.
So Biggs can't perform an action anyways.
Oh, well, he's got
So I would just bump there, I think, and hope
I don't know,
Dengar turns the other way.
bumping Dengar's better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he can always choose pilot skill order, so he can always like move Dengar and bump into Tell.
Yeah.
So it won't change much.
That 2 tight though, he'd bump into Biggs first.
Yeah.
All right, guys, put those dials down. I should start cheering.
Dials.
Yeah. Oh, so I found out the other day that Merrick Steele,
Yeah.
not only is he a defender pilot, he's also a TIE advanced pilot in the game. I didn't realize that the other day.
You didn't know that?
I just didn't think about it. I don't fly Empire.
Oh.
So he has the same ability on both ships.
Yep.
So the advance came out first, then you got a promotion, now he gets to fly a defender.
Yep. I think the Defender in lore is his actual ship, and they just threw him on the TIE Advance when that came out.
Well, Merrick Steele is the guy you play when you're playing Star Wars TIE Fighter, the simulation,
yeah.
right? And you actually, when you progress through the game, you get a TIE Advance first before you get your defender. So,
There we go.
hey, FFG, it came out in the right order and everything.
And if you notice with the abilities, just like a quick fact, if it's the same faction, they'll keep the abilities. For instance, Merrick Steele.
Right.
But if it's different factions like Boba Fett, Scum, there are going to be 2 different abilities.
Right.
Even different sub-factions. So like Han Solo, Rebels is one ability. Han Solo Resistance is another ability.
Ability. Mm-hmm.
So they keep that theme.
But like Sabine's pilot ability is the same on all the different ships as long as she's a rebel.
Yep.
Right. I like that too.
Yeah. It's nice and consistent.
And then when you want to fly a different ability, you have to fly the different faction.
Yeah.
I think they do that too because different factions play differently together.
Yeah.
So.
But that new article came out with Thweek.
Oh my God.
It can't. What I like about it is people are like, oh, it's gonna be super good versus this matchup and stuff. But it can also be like, well, it's always gonna be good in some matchup because you can always like choose the highest pilot skill guy or the lowest pilot skill guy in block. So it's never gonna be not usable, right? So I like that it's is consistently
Or the
gonna help
abilities you can pick which one you want to
Yeah.
use.
But like if you go against a Rebel Swarm and you want to block them all,
Mm-hmm.
you just pick the lowest guy in the Rebel Swarm. Or if you want to dodge them all, and they happen to be at pilot skill 5, you pick the pilot skill 5 guy and just bring an initiative bid.
Yeah.
It's just good. You don't need an EPT for Veteran Instincts or anything like
Yeah.
that. But I really like it just because it brings different like experience every single time you play it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like going to be super overpowering.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to see a lot of it played in league play mostly.
Yeah.
Because that's people are just playing casually, and it's going to be a fun ship to fly.
And at tournaments, you might not see it mainly because
It's unpredictable.
it's unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's going to be mind-boggling. Like every single time, do I do this one or do I do that one? Then you got to think of that ability every single time you're playing.
Yep.
But can you imagine getting the Quizzer's ability? Rolling 4 dice, no auto thrusters for them.
Oh, there we go. Too tight.
Too tight.
Hey, I play like a champion today. Woohoo! Top table.
So too tight from Biggs. Good move.
Thanks, Trevor.
You're welcome. He's got to roll for damage sensor array.
Fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
Does not.
No.
That never happens. Not on damage sensor array.
It just sticks around forever.
So it does do the 2 bank.
Now, I think this is where it gets iffy. Like, maybe that bomb would hit Biggs by accident.
Well, if it hits Dengar, you get to choose.
But if it misses Dengar and hits Biggs...
Yeah. And then that's bad.
Oh, no, it'll hit... All of them will hit Dengar.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. Do it now. And is Sabine on Miranda?
Yep.
Just do it on the first one. Doesn't matter. Just blow him up.
Well, you do it on the last one because
Oh,
let's say if you
don't
kill
need it, you can
Dengar,
take 1 damage on Tell.
yeah, you do 1 damage on Tell.
Okay.
You can wait till the bomb tokens are actually removed.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Assemble your bomb. So that one also hit big, so you see how I pulled it off there.
Yeah.
But it's going to be more... It hit Dengar at the same
they're
time.
going to place
so it's fine.
Dengar down so they can see if it goes over Dengar or not,
Yeah.
too.
It should, though. That base is pretty big.
Movement bigs, just
Look
to
at
be
that.
sure.
I had 2 pro maneuvers.
It's almost like as if you watched this.
I did not.
You didn't?
No, I did not.
I watched it in person, but I was texting and stuff and making jokes throughout the whole time, annoying them.
So, besides, last time I saw this was actually when it was played. When I did the recording, I just put all 3 of the videos, because when I record it, put in 3 different clips. I put all the 3 clips in Movie Maker, and I just said render. You can watch it. I was too tired. I'm like, this is going to take too long. Render, I'm out. 1 clip, please. Oh, big as sideways now.
He's on a magnet.
I know, it's so funny.
So they do roll at a his Dengar.
Nice.
So all 3.
All 3. Pro moves by Blue Angel. Crowd goes wild.
All right.
Oh, we
let's
have
see
the
first 2.
bomb sound.
That's not a cluster mine. That's a seismic charge.
Oh, whatever. We'll have to write pew pew and sound big
All
more
right.
sounds.
So he takes 1 damage.
Yep.
2 damage off of that.
Oh, hit crit then. Must have been.
Yep.
That's 1. This is 2. 1 on that one. So he's not going to kill Dengar, so.
And then the last 2.
Oh, and Sabine.
So that averages out to 1 per 1. So that's what you're expecting.
Yep. Alright, so I do this trader tournament, and Cad Bane came out, right?
No, we're not having Cad Bane and Sabine together.
In one list. I'm forbidding it. I'm thinking you can have either Cad Bane or Sabine, but not both.
I'm going to put that new Star Viper pilot with you can change anything to a Talon roll
Yeah.
and put it with your an Intel agent.
How about Eloasti?
Elasti's good, but
Because all of his talent rolls, or trio talent rolls, are all white.
yeah, but if you do the other guy, the Star Viper pilot with your,
Yeah.
they're all white anyways.
Oh,
And
really?
you can change everything because yours takes off the stress.
Oh.
That's my first thought.
There you go. White Talon rolls for days. Oh, Dengar did not bump.
Nope.
Darn. I like his model that he used for Dengar. It looks very Mad Max style.
Yeah, it's really good. Alex is a really good player. He made a couple other top cuts, I believe, so far.
Nice.
So he made the final table here.
Right,
And
so
then
this
he
is
made
a
the top
range
cut
2
at
shot.
GMI.
And they're trying to decide if it's through the asteroid or not. They know it's range 2, just whether or not it gets the asteroid. And Biggs would love an asteroid right now.
I played against Alex one time.
Yeah.
It was just a casual tournament. He had a Falcon and a Ghost, I think. And man, he should have beaten me. But we both played like not so good.
Oh, here I come in with the official range 2 ruler for the Sword Champ.
Ooh.
I'm using the acrylic on purpose so I can see through it to see if the asteroid sticks out or not. And I do believe I ruled this one in favor of the asteroid.
Yeah, it looks like it's through the asteroid from here.
Mm-hmm. To attack.
It's a focus
Yep.
for 2.
3 defense. So that must have been the
Ooh,
asteroid.
2 evades. Clutch.
Yay, Biggs.
Save some health on Miranda.
Dengar has to shoot Biggs now. Expertise for 4. God, I hate expertise. Especially when someone rolls like that. And then I'm trying to roll like expertise like that. And it doesn't work for me. I'm rolling blanks all day.
Major
Oh,
explosion.
no. Yep.
Direct hit.
That was just the nail in the coffin. So, there you go.
Miranda's up.
Now, could you imagine if Biggs actually bumped Dengar? He'd have lived.
Yep. Nice.
All right, so what? TLT Dengar here because you're not in his arc.
Yeah.
He can't
still
retaliate. It should be an auto 2 damage for Miranda here.
No, because he doesn't have a focus because he had to drop the bombs.
Oh, darn it!
He is going to regen. No.
You would think so.
Yeah, I think he's deciding.
Should have redone on the first shot, you know.
No, he's on the second. See.
Okay.
2 or 1.
1. 1 goes through.
That's
How
kind of
low?
key because that means he's down to 2 damage.
Yep. And next
next
TLT attack could blow him up.
Yeah.
I think Dengar had a focus token too. He just didn't get to spend it.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Another new upgrade that's come out since this game is Bomblet Generator.
Yes.
I asked Connor if he's going to switch thermals with Bomblet Generator and
I
just
would.
drop whenever. He won't because he likes the stress mechanic with expertise, mind link, and such. And since he has the stress hog in his list, he's not going to switch it. He doesn't drop the bombs, the on-reveal bombs, enough to make it worth it.
Mm-hmm.
He's very strategic about it. So yeah, he's not going to switch it. I like on Death Ring though that Bomblet Generator. That because it just means you pretty
You
much
can use
just,
front arc and you can barrel.
yeah, or you can use the back arc. Like I just been in my test games, I've been dropping them and just so I can barrel roll because the dial isn't that great.
I thought you could only drop them on the front arc if you only do the front arc you can barrel roll. You can't barrel off the back arc.
No,
or the back
you
template.
you may use the front arc to drop
and
the
if
bomb.
you do, you may then
No,
barrel roll.
after you drop a bomb. Unless I've been playing
It's
it
an
wrong.
if. I think you might have been doing that one wrong. Let me see here. Let's see here.
Anyways, as he's looking it up, Miranda's doing a 2 hard. He's probably just going to stay there, hide from the rock, target lock.
When dropping a bomb, you may use the front guides of your ship. Oh, after dropping a bomb, you may. Okay, so no, you were doing it right.
I'm always
It just
right,
says-
Brian. I don't know why you question me.
You know what? I am pretty well versed in the rules, but not as well versed as you.
So we got to be well versed with the hyphenating.
Yes.
That's what all it changed, right? They just added the hyphen.
Yes. Well, there's a couple other small, wording, but that's pretty much the same.
Yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about the new tournament rules for X-Wing. They just changed like a few like words like well versed and
Yeah.
a couple others.
All right, so Miranda. Here's a key here too. Miranda can't regen if she can't shoot. I've actually used that against Miranda, where I've done some damage to Miranda because I had a lower power skill ship, and then I just booked it. I booked it as far from Miranda as I can, so she couldn't shoot. And that time she came in to engage, I was jousting again, and she couldn't regenerate fast enough, which was really nice. So
And he does have 3 shields, so he's only down by 1.
he's got yeah.
And he's got a. It's key here to kill Dengar the next time he fires, because regenerating against Tell isn't that big of a problem because he's only rolling 2 dice.
Yep.
If he gets stuck with Dengar in the end game, he's toast.
So what? I'm seeing Miranda doing a 3 bank coming in, or even a 3 straight. I see Tell slow playing it, maybe doing a 1 or 2 straight. Dengar doing a 3 to regroup his forces to come back and face Miranda together.
I would do a 1 hard from both of my jump
From
masters.
both of them? Okay.
1 hard barrel roll, probably, depending where I end up.
I guess 1 hard barrel to keep Tell out of the fight, because Dengar's not going to have a shot at Miranda. Miranda's not going to have a shot at Dengar yet.
Yeah, true. They both have... no, he spent the torpedo on Dengar with Biggs. So there's only 1 torpedo left on the board. And that's on Tell.
Yep. Connor's head comes in the screen. So what does Miranda have left?
She's got all the bombs except for 1 cluster mine. So 2 thermals and 1 cluster.
Do you think it's kind of weird that you can't drop 2 different bombs in the same round?
No. It should be like that. It's
Because it'd be too overpowered.
way too overpowered.
I guess, man, how about before Sabine? Still too overpowered? Same?
Yeah. There's too much stuff that would come out in the future that they would have to think about.
They're 2 different triggers, too, so...
Yeah.
That's why I was like, why couldn't you? They're 2 different triggers, but...
They just wanted to open the design space so it wouldn't be overpowered in the future.
Yeah.
That's why they have it.
Oh, someone was making the new Havoc bomber, where if there's a bomb in between you and your opponent when they're firing, you get to add an evade result, right?
Yeah, that's the new
But
name.
they put bomblet generator on there, which clears at the end of the activation phase.
No,
so
you
it doesn't
do-
matter.
No, you do...
No, but their build had a bomblet generator on it.
no, but if you have... Oh, yeah, that doesn't work because
No.
Rebel Nim is the one that holds it.
Yeah. Well, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
No.
Unless it's going against Quick Draw in the activation phase, and he runs over a rock, triggers his ability, but the bomblet generator
That'd
is still
be
there.
so few and far between. It's like not even worth it.
That's the way it would work out, though. Alright, so this is kind of key here. He got range for the target lock with that 1 hard. Now he's debating on barrel rolling or not.
Well, if he should, because Dengar is not going to have a shot. And you're giving Miranda free regeneration against Tell, but you can't hit Miranda at range 3.
I think he's debating on... Yeah, well, he's got range. The thing is, does he have range and arc to shoot the torpedoes?
I don't think so.
So I would barrel roll. Because it is very close.
Yeah. At this point in the game, you play it safe. Even though you only have to fight 1 ship left, you just play it safe. It's not going to hurt you.
But you
to do
can
that.
blank out on those torpedoes and it'd be a waste
There's
of
that
torpedoes.
too, yeah. But that's just an indie. Doesn't matter what.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what position you are in.
So he barrels out to get the torpedoes next turn, which
Yeah.
is also kind of key there.
And bring Dengar in together with him.
Yeah.
Because if he misses his primary shot because he can't shoot, then Miranda's going to get a free regeneration on him. Too tight. Doesn't close the distance on Miranda at all because when you go diagonal like that, it just literally moves the ship diagonally.
Yeah.
So still range or beyond range 3.
I would stay there.
He's probably going to.
Yeah.
Trevor
K4.
Lawrence, not there.
K4 is so good. To be able to just measure range, even though you don't you're out, is perfect. Like you can, and the wording on target lock is you measure range.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to find out the exact range. So you can bring out a range 2 ruler, range 1 ruler. If you notice, the world champion did that in his top cut games.
Yeah.
Because the rules say you got to measure range.
Yep.
It doesn't say you got to measure if it's within range 3. You just got to measure range.
Yep.
I know you think that's a
little bit
of
of
the rules.
I think it is, but I wasn't going to get into it.
Yeah. But that's
until they come out and say it is, I'm just going to shut my mouth. Yeah. So.
All right. So.
And the way he measured with Dengar to the K-Wing, even though he is getting some information, I like that he was very casual about it. He was very quick, up and down, didn't leave it there to analyze. Right?
Yeah, but with the rules, he doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to, but I like it when players do that because they're showing you, hey, I don't want to try and steal any extra information from anybody. I just want to play the game and have fun, and let's just have a good time.
So I was playing against Kari Christensen. He made top 16 at Worlds in 2015.
Yep.
And I had a situation like that where I just kind of did what Alex did. I kind of did it quick, and I was like, crap. I'm thinking afterwards I should have held it longer to kind of figure out the range. And after I was done, Kari's like, why didn't you do that? Like, why didn't you place it and think about it for that second and figure out the range in your head? Mm-hmm. If that barrel roll would make it in range next turn. Because it's kind of key, and Kari's like, why didn't you do that?
Yeah.
So it's not like some may say it's exploitation of the rules, but most of the top players like Alex, Connor, Kari,
whatever rules they can to their advantage, and play the game the best they can.
And they don't see it negatively at any point.
I don't really either. I mean, I lie. Yes, okay, I do see it negatively, but I don't hold that against anybody if they do it. You know?
Yeah.
Because I'm actually more of your casual player than most anybody else. So. All right. So what? Miranda's got. She's kind of in a bad spot now. I wouldn't have done that 2-bank, and I would have gone straight fast to make sure Dengar couldn't get range on me. To make sure I would have gotten range on Tell by herself.
Do you think a too hard away fits?
A too hard away fits for Miranda?
Yeah, between that rock.
No. Nope. It's going to hit the rock. The side of her base will hit it.
I would try it.
You would try it?
I would try it.
You hit the rock.
I think that fits. You
know how many times these camera angles.
You know how many times we play and my stuff barely fits? Like people think I cheat because it barely fits.
Yeah.
I go for it. Okay, if it goes on the rock, who cares? It was worth it.
Yeah.
Because it wins me the game if it makes it.
Maybe that's why you don't win Star Champs. I'm just kidding.
I haven't tried to win. I already got so much swag. I don't care.
You don't have the little plaque.
I didn't care about the
plaque's
plaque.
Cool. Oh, did you bring my rate card?
I forgot.
It's on audio. Sorry. Oh, look at this. Okay, so he doesn't. Yeah, I didn't know what to do here. So what? Both the Dengars are doing 1 banks and 1 tights. That's obvious, right? So we just got right into torpedo range with
What
Miranda.
happened if he instead of slam 3-bank?
What? So what? It's not going to do anything.
It's going to block Tell from doing torpedoes on him.
He's not regenerating, okay? And he's getting shot back at.
Maybe he's thinking that Alex thought he was going to go slow, so Alex went super fast.
So Connor went super fast because Alex didn't go slow?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, though, because if Alex does go super slow, he's got all of his attacks onto Miranda. Okay, so he slams for a 3-bank?
Ooh, towards Dengar. Ooh, I kind of like this.
Then what's he going to do?
Is he going to drop something?
Only thing he can drop is, clusters. Those aren't going to hit anything. So he's hoping to bump and only get shot by 1 ship. That was his best.
Yeah. I think that's
scenario.
Right. I think that's a good call.
Yeah. So here he thought
And then
Miranda was going to spin out.
This is what makes Connor one of the best Miranda players in the world.
Yeah.
He's thinking
Bump. I know exactly where to cut bomb.
Next turn. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's thinking a turn ahead. That's just
now he knows exactly where to
like
bomb.
Next
that's
level.
Genius.
It's next level stuff right there.
I'm going to bump you so I can purposely bomb you.
And what's crazy, okay, this is why people don't like bombs. Miranda was way over there by that rock, that far rock.
Yes.
3 straight, 3-bank slam, next turn is going to bomb you. There's no counterplay to it.
No.
But it does take a good player like Connor to see that.
Yeah, to see it.
But
because if I was playing right now, I'm like, okay, I just gotta sit here and shoot and get shot, and then figure out something for next round.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm not gonna shoot this round. I'm just gonna bomb the crap out of him next round.
Yeah.
And that's gonna kill Dengar, and without a retaliatory shot.
Yep. And he's taking.
And he gets to shoot Tell.
And he doesn't get torpedoes at him because now Tell is now.
Yeah. So he gets to shoot Tell. Dengar can't shoot and blows up.
No, he doesn't get to shoot Tell.
He does probably with the TLT.
No,
right?
advanced slam.
Like, he won't need an advanced slam. It's a 3-bank.
Oh, next turn, yeah.
Yeah,
Next turn.
3-bank drop a bomb. So this round, he's like, fine, I'll get shot by Tell only.
Yeah.
No big deal. Next round, I'm going to kill Dengar and shoot Tell and regen.
Yeah.
Yes! So, okay. Quick facts here. Dengar's got 2 health. Tell's got 5 hull on a shield. Miranda's only down 1 hit point.
Yep.
Points-wise, what are we looking at here? Dengar is at half points. He didn't total his points on his sheet for me here.
It is... I should know this off the top of my head. I ran it.
So point-wise, though, Alex is still winning.
Yeah, definitely. Because he's still got full Tell, which is 30, 31, 34, 35, 37, 40. Yeah, 40 and then Dengar's 58. Makes sense.
Oh, yep, he got the bump. Okay.
That would have been crazy if that was 1 bank the other way. That would have been crazy stuff to think about.
Yes. He's going to try and bump me.
Yeah.
It's so hard to see a bump on a slam, though. It's like,
yeah,
and then a high pilot skill bumper. Goodbye, Dengar. So here, Alex did something smart. He barreled in just to get the 3-dice shot on Miranda to try and get as much damage on her as possible.
Yeah, with regenning and Miranda, you really need to spike the damage. Doing two max damage is not going to be as good as just the potential of 3 damage versus her.
Well, your 2 max damage is 1 damage because she'll shoot and regen, and she's going to get 2 damage on you.
True. Yeah. Well, she can't shoot this round, so it'll be regenning next round.
But yeah, your 2 is going to turn into a 1.
Yeah. And you can always target lock the focuses, which is what he's doing.
2 hits. 1 dodge. So effectively no damage next round.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's so hard.
It'll still keep Miranda on the back foot.
Yep. She's got 2 shields left. You don't care.
Yeah.
She's got to avoid Tell's front arc.
So now would you do a thermal? You take the damage from the thermal, you take the Sabine damage, Dengar's dead. Or would you...
But Dengar can 3-bank barrel out of range of its thermal.
Yeah.
Or
rather just secure it?
Secure it.
Because you can always Sabine the damage on the Tell.
Yep.
If you kill him. So you're still doing a damage to Tell. Yeah, I would do the cluster.
And then if you're running from Tell later, you can always put thermals behind you to discourage her pursuit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That bomblet generator is so good. I can't believe they released that card.
Well, it's thematic to where they got the ship from. Okay, what I don't like is the unguided rockets. They already had those. Proton rockets.
No, unguided rockets is 3 dice.
Well, technically, aren't all rockets unguided? That's why they're rockets. Otherwise, they're missiles.
I don't know. I think it's just general unguided rockets. Thematically, I don't know. I don't know that much about
the only faction that can carry unguided rockets is Empire.
No, you got
Nope. You name it.
Doesn't the K-wing have 2 missile
Nope.
slots?
It's got 2 torps and a missile, and 2 bombs.
No. Can't the the Slave one doesn't have 2 slots.
Nope.
Doesn't one of the titles give it another slot, or is that
A
another
torp
torpedo?
or a bomb.
A torp bomb.
Empire's the only one that can have unguided rockets.
Yeah.
It's made just for their bombers.
Yeah, it's made for the bombers and the Punishers.
Yep.
I have a feeling there's something else that has 2.
Aggressor, doesn't Aggressor have 2 or no?
Aggressor has 2 because it comes with the
Yep.
Aggressor.
There are no other faction ships that have 2 missiles.
And I think that's fine, really. Have you
But
ever
I want to
played?
use them when I play Rebels.
Have you ever played the Punisher or the Bomber, or even the TIE Aggressor is a worse version of the Y-wing? Like those ships need help.
The TIE Aggressor does not need help with its TLT attacks.
Coming from the faction.
Okay, TLTs with the pilot that can cancel your blanks and focuses.
Okay,
You
good.
run just him and a couple aces, you're unstoppable now.
Not really. That was good like 3 waves ago.
The TIE Aggressor?
The Kestel. That was good like 3 waves ago, that ability. You could tell they play tested it when Sunterfell was on every single table.
Yeah.
He's not on every single table anymore. And Fenrir's going to one-shot you.
Well, the problem is now, all you Rebel guys, like my flying my B-Wings, or whatever, Y-Wings, I can't spend my focus token to
this is
protect me.
important. Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
The bomb's going off.
So
Takes
1
a damage. So now he's doing the middle one. Takes another damage.
So
And
he's
then he's going to
dead.
do the last one. And since it's range 1 of Tell, the Sabine damage is going to go there.
Yep. So that was very key. And then remove the shield. Boop, there we go. Just as we predicted.
Yep. So, anyways, going on your point, there's a lot of cards coming out now that are Rebel and Scum only. Ion Pulse Shields, or Ion Pulse, whatever, Ray Shield.
Well, that's because like the Hawk and the M3As really needed it.
Well, yeah, you say that, but then the Punisher and the Bomber really needed unguided rockets. And it's not even that good. Alright, so Tell comes in. Range 2
Yep,
of Miranda.
we got the torpedoes on there now.
He's checking for arc with the... That's another trick he could do.
If it's close, just barrel roll. I mean, come on. You know, it doesn't even matter if it was in arc or not. At this point, you target lock, set the torpedo for the next shot anyways. So you have the target lock focus.
Well, he's depending on barrel rolling or not.
Does he have push?
No, that's K4 lock.
Yeah, so he needs... Oh, so he needs an action, that's right.
Yeah.
Although, if you measure your arc with the target lock, it is an exploitation because it says measure range, not arc.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I gotta actually look at it.
Because the target lock, your arc does not matter.
All right, so range 2, which is kind of key for
Yep.
TLT. Miranda needs that range 2 to actually do some damage and regen. All right. So,
Although next round, I would drop the thermal detonator.
yeah, he spends the target lock for the plasmas, guidance chips, maxes out 4 hits. This is critical.
Blank.
Blanks.
Ouch. Miranda, phone home.
So now, since he got that off, it's gonna be really close here.
It's just going to be a grind from both of them. What?
Yeah.
So, 1 hit,
1 hit.
blanked, or no modifiers. Double evade.
I hate when jump masters do that.
2
3.
hits. 2? Oh, yeah, 3. Yeah, that's right. The rip match red. So, takes 1 damage.
Yep.
So, I'm thinking 2 tight with the jump master to keep pursuing, or 1 tight.
He's got thermals, so he may drop them.
Oh, you have to keep chase, though.
Yeah, you have to keep chase. I would do a 2 hard barrel roll.
Okay, Miranda's going to 2 tight which way? Up the board, down the board?
Ooh, that's kind of key too.
That's like you're just flipping a coin.
Yeah.
If you go up the board, then the jump master doesn't have his nice left turns anymore. Right?
Yeah. That is. That's good thinking, actually. It doesn't matter too. Actually, he doesn't have expertise, so he'll have to actually decide on an action.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And then if he wants to turn around ever, it's the right hand swoop is red.
yeah.
So
So effectively, the health right now. Okay, so Miranda's at 1 shield and 2 damage, and then Tell's got 1 damage card, but he comes back to life.
yeah, the Tel's pretty much at 5 health.
Yeah.
And Miranda can regenerate next round as well again.
And it is important to note the interaction with TLT and Tell. So if the first TLT shot kills Tell, he still has to do the second TLT shot, but it doesn't affect him coming back to life.
Because Tell hasn't died yet.
Yeah, Tell hasn't died yet until the actual attack's over.
Yep.
And then he comes back to life. Alright, so I'm kind of disappointed Connor doesn't have his shields on his Miranda. He has these like shield.
Oh no, I've seen it before. Those little blue like plastic covers.
Yeah.
So people keep asking what they are. I'm like, really? They ask you that? He's like, yeah. I'm like, they're clearly shields.
Yeah. They're really cool looking though.
It was one time he was playing a tournament and it was like raining and he was outside, so he's bringing his stuff in. The little umbrella shields protected his models from getting wet.
Yeah, there we go.
And what's really cool is when your shields are out, you can pull the shields off.
Yeah. I think he said one time he was thinking about figuring out a way just to like plink a shield off or not.
That'd be too hard.
It would be way too hard.
Yeah.
Though. That would be cool though.
It slowly gets removed.
Yeah.
Speaking of shields, that new alt art for Omega Leader came out. I think it's like one of the first pictures that actually shows shields on a TIE fighter.
Yeah.
Pretty cool looking.
It's dropping the thermal.
Yep.
Which I think is a good call. Keep him honest. He's gonna have to spin an action barrel away if he. I think if he does a 1 hard, he'll still with the barrel roll still be in range. I think if you land anywhere on that bomb template, you can't do a barrel roll.
No, you gotta be like outside of it.
Yeah.
So he went down to the board and played into the Jump Master's green turns.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got it. He's eating that now for sure.
Yep.
Let's see if you went the other way though, right? You'd have to make right turns and keep the stress token longer, right? If the K-wing went up the board instead, went a right turn.
Yeah, I think this better move is actually going the other way.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe it's like one of those things. It's kind of like they always say like high level X-wing always looks like low level X-wing because you're thinking about your opponent, thinking about your move.
Yeah.
So he's thinking that Alex thinks he's going to go the other way, so I'll go this way.
Yeah.
And get him out of position, get TLT shots on him. So maybe it's like one of those situations, trying to guess.
Yeah. And so he barreled anyways. Didn't matter.
Yeah, he barrels that way so he can cut off Miranda next couple turns.
Oh, yeah. And see, on top of that, Miranda would just skirt away. You know? Hey, Tell, take a range free shot at me. I dare you. You know?
So he takes 2 damage, so now he's at 2 health left.
Yep.
With the the zombie attack. Or the zombie ability.
The Rise of the Phoenix.
Yep.
How about the Phoenix ability? I like that. That sounds much cooler. Out of flames, you rise again. I mean, it makes more sense. Alright, so 1 hit, target locked, still a blank, just 1 hit. Miranda's got 1 dodge. Oh, she does it. No damage. Wow, that sucks. So my prediction of the double jump master winning, it doesn't look like it's coming true.
Hey, it's really close still.
I don't know, a regener? I don't know.
Yeah, but all you have to do is like 1 spike damage and Miranda's dead.
1 damage. 1 dodge. So Miranda did no damage, but she did regenerate. So each one did no damage, but Miranda regenerated. So it's like Miranda got a better deal out of that exchange of fire.
Yeah.
Especially with the bombs going off.
So it will take 2 more turns to kill Tell.
Yep.
Max TLT damage.
And it will take more than 2 turns to kill the K-Wing.
Yeah. But if he can barrel into range 1...
Then Miranda's got a range 1 shot too.
Yeah,
Goes
but she's
both
not
ways.
getting 2 shots. He's got 2 agility.
Yeah.
And he'll probably have to regen on that primary shot, so it'll only be
All
two
right,
dice.
so Miranda's going to do a 1 straight. Tell's going to do 1 tight.
Yeah.
And Tell's going to do 1 tight towards the bottom of the board because she wants to cut Miranda off. He doesn't want to be pursuing behind Miranda where she's risking taking another bomb to the face, right?
Bomb's just a 1 straight from Tell.
On the rock,
No, it won't make it on the rock yet, and then you barrel roll.
I suppose. Barrel roll behind or in front of the K-Week?
Probably
In front, so you can ignore
in
the bombs,
front,
right?
yeah. Because it's already got
reveal
the
bombs
cluster
now.
mines gone, so just one more bomb left, which is a thermal. And you got to remember this game's at what, 12:30 at this point.
Yeah. These players are really tired. So don't judge them too harshly.
Well, they're still playing like top of the game.
Oh, and so now, who's winning? On points alone,
Connors.
Connor is.
Yep.
I don't know what Connor's thinking about.
So we'll have all the other videos up on YouTube, right?
Yes, we will have all the videos up. The other videos will not have commentation or overlays. And unfortunately, due to the space provided by the store, the camera had to be closer to the board, and so the bottom and the top 3 inches of each board is cut off. And about half the games are played on those edges of the board.
That's not good.
Not good, but it'll be up. You can kind of make out what's going on. That's why I'm not doing an overlay either, because I have to adjust the size and stuff. So,
Yeah.
It'll be up though.
If you guys want to watch, my game will be the round 3 game with Kari Christensen. Skip to like the 45-minute mark. The first 45 minutes are kind of boring.
What round is it?
Round 3.
Okay.
We do have it.
Yeah, that's the first one we have. We don't have rounds 1 and 2 because in between matches I didn't have several hours to transfer data from my camera to my computer, so I had to delete some videos.
All right, so 1 straight. That's good.
Yep. Because I fought like a pro. And a 1 bank, not even a tight. 1 bank is a better call though.
Yeah.
That 1 straight would have put you on the rock for sure. Look how far that thing moves on a 1 bank.
I would pick up the target lock barrel roll out of range. Oh, okay. I'm thinking barrel roll out of range, and then.
Well, and
hard
Miranda
turn
has the
next
rock
turn.
to block too, so Miranda's got 2 dice.
It might not be covered.
Ooh.
It's gonna be one of those situations.
I think when they measured that, yeah, here we go. I think when they measured that, they didn't put it down against Tell's ship to measure the perpendicular angle of it to get that. But we'll see what they called. They might have just called in the Arnoxoing just because friendly play. So 2 hits, blank. So they called out of rock, 2 shields. Call the judge over if it's close. I mean, why not? It doesn't hurt anything.
Nice. Is that 3?
I guess
Turns
having
into 3.
no rock is good for Miranda as well.
Yeah. So he needs this TLT shot to hit here. He's going to regen 1. 2 dice is going to be kind of key here.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Or no hits.
No hits.
No hits. So it's in
Nice.
focus.
So he's effectively going to last 2 more turns. No matter what.
And Miranda regenerated, so she's got what? How much health left? 4. If you count the shield.
Yeah, 3 whole, and
1
then 1 shield.
So she can take 4 damage. She's gonna last 2 turns as well.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Miranda's got to do like a 1 bank here to not get caught in the corner of the board by accident. Because she doesn't have a 1 tight.
What do you mean? Well, yeah, she's not going to go towards the board edge.
Because like some people may think 1 straight, 1 bank, then a 2 tight might keep you on the board.
1 straight, 1 bank. Yeah,
And 2 tight.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
That's a little close for me, especially on a final table matchup. I probably wouldn't do that.
She can 2-tight this turn, be fine, too.
But remember, you don't want Tell getting in range 1.
True.
So 1 bank's probably the best call for Miranda right now. And what's Tell going to do? 1 bank as well?
What happens if you do a 2-tight, 2-slam?
For a bump?
For a bump. Then you drop the last seismic, or the last thermal.
For 2 damage.
For 2 damage.
And then you shoot him and kill him.
Yep.
Because you kill him and then kill him again.
Yeah.
That can be fun.
Yeah.
Do it, do it, do it.
Now,
tight.
I got a question.
Slam.
So
Yes.
the thermal does 1 damage, right?
Yes.
Does Tell die then, and then the Sabine damage get put on? Or do they both get put on at the same time?
They both went at the same time. Because when the bomb's token being removed, and that's before Tell blows up.
Okay.
Because Tell doesn't blow up until all the damage has been assigned.
Yeah.
Right?
All these rules interactions.
I know. Put in the comments if you think otherwise, and tell us why.
Yeah.
Because if you've got a valid reason, then
Yeah.
you should share about it.
I think you're right, though.
I think so.
Yeah.
But in many cases, you see a ship blow up first, then they Sabine.
Yeah. Well,
That's the thing I'm right, though.
not necessarily they're blowing up. They just take it off the table earlier because they know it's dead.
you know it's dead. I don't think anybody ever brought that up, though.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you could do that?
That'd be sick. All right, so what's it gonna be?
2 tight slam. I like that maneuver. I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's tired, and he's going to play it safe.
It does take some guts to do that.
Yeah.
Because let's say if like Tell does it too hard away.
No bump. That's pretty far, because a 2 tight should put you line up with the asteroid.
Yeah, but I'm saying too hard down the board edge.
Yeah, and if he slams too straight, the 2 hards won't clear it.
Oh yeah, maybe.
He does too hard.
Too hard?
Oh, it doesn't quite put you at 4 as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
So the slam would not work. Slam put you right in front of Tell, and then Tell it 2 tight down the board. And you'd be at range 1 chain, range 1 fire. Yuck. Yep, just focus.
He is debating the slam, so I should be a Miranda player.
Maybe you should be.
He puts it down and says, okay, whatever.
What do we
right.
got?
And he
Too
does
tight.
do the too hard away. So, good call. It's kind of key, though. Now Miranda's at range 3. That's where she wants to be.
Yep, 2 evade dice to Tell's 2 dice, and she double taps. So,
Ooh, close.
never mind.
Range 2.
Blank.
blanks.
Oh,
Spends it.
I hate when you get a blank and target lock for another blank, right? It's like the worst feeling in the world.
2 hits.
Hey, that's how it's supposed to work.
I don't think that's how it's supposed to work.
You're supposed to reroll and get better results,
You're
right?
supposed to get one hit on the reroll.
But better results.
All right. So what's key here is it takes actual hold damage.
Yes.
So Miranda's got to actually kill him here. Or first kill him. So he does. Secures it with the focus. So now he can regen. But he took that shield away. Because if I was Miranda and I had that shield left, I would spend it for a 4-die TLT to secure he's dead. Not even worry about it next round. But instead, now I'm having to get the shield back and only 2 dice. Looks like no hits.
Yeah.
2 focuses.
It doesn't matter. The cards get discarded. Well, I guess because for card counting, I guess it matters for dealing with
Oh
cards.
yeah. Oh yeah. So ignore what I just said. 'Cause I was thinking he's dead, and then the second. Yeah. Ignore what I just said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because your first one would be 3, and then you can decide on the second one whether you need it to guarantee
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
So here we go. Here we go. What's happening? Oh, I can see his dial. Let me tell Connor. Hey, Connor! He's doing this. Look at 2 tight white he had in his hand there for a second.
2 tight white would be off the board.
No, going up.
That's 2 tight green.
2 tight green. Whatever. 2 tight left. There. So Miranda's going to do a 1 straight.
Yeah, I think so.
She's at range 2 already.
Yeah, and he's got to. He has to go.
And she has to make sure he stays out of range 1.
Yeah.
If he one-tights and barrels, he can get range 1 probably.
Ooh, maybe that's what he's going to try to do.
Ooh.
It's going to be pretty interesting because see how close it is. So all it takes is one more shot from Tell to kill Miranda, and one more shot from Miranda to kill Tell. So the next turn kind of
It's clutch.
it's clutch on the green dice.
Yes.
On the red dice, the damage is probably going to be how they need it to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be the green dice that kind of decides the game here.
With 1 green die on Miranda, that means Miranda's dead. Statistically speaking.
Yeah, statistically speaking.
All right, Miranda. Is he debating the 3 straight, 3 slam bomb?
No, he
Only
doesn't
because
have.
you can't
Yeah, no
unreveal.
clusters.
And they changed it because before you had to plan it out again, but you don't reveal it again. So
Yeah.
that's something they should change. You should be able to reveal it to do your
That
second
range
bomb.
1 bomb is so big.
So when it first came out, I remember people were trying to do that when it first came out.
Well, because the preview article said you
said
can.
you could do that, yeah. Yeah.
Preview
I wonder what
article's
these
always
rules
wrong.
guys are saying when they write the rules, and these preview article guys are like, "Look what we can do!" Like, no, stop it.
Yeah.
I like when they got bigs wrong with the focus token things.
Yeah.
But it still worked out to be the same.
Yeah, still kind
So,
of like that.
so it's like, okay, it's not so bad. But you got it wrong again.
Yeah.
So I wonder what they got wrong in the Scum and Villainy Guns for Hire pack article that just came out. We'll find out when we see the cards, but look what they got wrong again.
I'm not sure if there's anything blaring. Sometimes there's some blaring mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't put stay on target as a build option, and they always tend to do that. They always throw stay on target on like everything. I don't know why.
I like stay on target.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind stay on target on the new Star Viper because they're going to be red anyways.
Yep.
Just change them to Talon rolls.
Yep.
That I think is actually somewhat good because you're always going to do the red move anyways.
Or stay on target on Nin Nub would be good because you program that maneuver and put you in range 1 of your buddy.
Yeah, and I think
With
that was
Pattern
actually
Analyzer.
a suggestion in the that preview article. But
And stay on target's the only thing that makes a B-Wing key and Farliners, I think, acceptable for play.
I think VI and advanced sensors is fine.
How about VI, or how about stay on target and intelligence agent on a B-Wing?
Yeah, I think the net result is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Ooh, 1 bank away. So he's kind of hoping Tell turns hard, far.
Yeah. If Tell doesn't, he still has a range 2 shot
Yeah.
for the TLTs. 1 tight green.
No large base ship should have a 1 tight green.
I know,
Just
right?
saying that.
Except for the IG-88s, because they're droids.
They don't have a 1 tight green.
But, they could because they're droids.
Yeah,
They don't get
I can see
stressed,
So target lock.
And their ship really is kind of a small ship.
Yeah. So now he's going to try to barrel roll because he needs that spike damage for range 1, which I think is a good call here.
Oh, he gets it,
He gets
too.
it.
That looks so good.
So he's got range 1 and a target lock.
But no focus.
No focus.
So he could botch it.
So he needs 2 hits to go through. So he needs 3 results to guarantee.
Does 2 hits kill?
Yeah, because Miranda's got 4 cards, I believe.
Looks like 3. Well,
No, he took another one earlier.
you're right, he did. Okay. The overlay will tell us when we put it on there. So what, hit, focus? Not being target lock, I don't know why not. You want to spike it, like you said. Gets an evade, 1 damage. Oh, 2 damage. No, Miranda's still alive.
Oh, okay.
2 hit points, I counted the cards right.
I thought he took another damage earlier. Alright, so let's keep that he got that 1 result, though. Because now Miranda's going to shoot. Range 1.
2
2 hits.
Because you can't spike for 4 now. So.
Yeah, can't spike for 4 now. And
1
he got
evade.
it.
Oh, man. Doesn't even shake his hand. Then what's he doing?
No, he
there?
came around
He
and
does. I told the guys to shake hands on screen so people don't think they're being mean.
Yeah. Connor came around and hugged him.
There we go. That's what I told him to do. Like, go back in there and shake on screen. Okay.
So
It's like you just walked away. That was a really fun match to watch.
Really close.
It swung one way towards Alex's favor right in the beginning. Just aced that, winding off the board, and then Miranda just tankety tanks all the way, just plucking away, gets the win. So
both had an amazing tournament. I think Alex actually played the undefeated player in Swiss and lost in Swiss, and then beat him in the top 8 cut. So I think Alex came in at number 8.
Wow.
So. Really good turnout by both of them.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you guys.
All right, so if you guys want to see your videos, make sure you play at SoCal Games and Comics. We'll be recording all of our tournaments. And coming up in the near future here is the Rivco Tour. I actually have the store list. We're going to be going to Tier 1, in no particular order, guys. Tier 1, SoCal Games and Comics, GMI, Games Arsenal, which is a brand new store opening up in Menifee, and then to Victorville for Line Breakers.
Nice.
So we got all 5 stores coming in. We're going to get the dates out shortly. Sorry, probably not going to start in August like we advertised, but it'll be out there.
Really quick, if you have any ships you want alternate art cards and you're going to participate in Rivco, just let me know before I submit them all.
Submit what?
Until I order them.
Oh, yeah. All right. May the 4th be with you guys, and have a great night.
So I'm here with Connor Richards, winner of the SoCal Games and Comics Store Championship, the very first one. How do you feel?
Exhausted. Been here for a very, very long time. My God, like what, 14 hours, 15 hours, something like that?
Yeah. So that first round of combat, you had a Y-Wing blow up before it even did anything. What were you thinking in that moment?
So when my Y-Wing went in, I target locked the jump master that was in range, which I thought incorrectly was Dengar. It was actually Tel. Alex was nice enough to, when he realized that, said, "Oh, if you want to change your action, you can." But I said, "No, I already said it. I already measured," so I went through with it. Ended up rolling a focus on one of the defense rolls, which would have actually saved my Y-Wing. So that was a very large mistake. But yeah, when my Y-Wing died, I thought that was game. But knowing, I've had a lot of matchups against Dengars in the past with my with the cluster mine thermal Miranda, and dropping all 3 clusters on Dengar has won me the game before, and I figured that that's basically my only chance. So I went kind of crazy with a 3 bank right after that, and I was going to do another 3 bank slam, drop the clusters, and hope that he did a 3 bank kind of in upwards and ran into all of them. But I realized that was a bad idea after I landed the first 3 banks, so I just stayed there, took the hits, and then did a 2 bank right after because he had bumped me. So the 2 bank right after dropped all 3, and they all 3 hit. That did enough damage that it was possible at that point. But yeah, losing my stress hog against an expertise Dengar before ever firing definitely put me on the back foot.
Yeah. So, congrats. Is this your first ever store championship?
No, I won one in 2016 at Line Breakers.
Oh, nice.
But this is the first one of 2017 that I've won.
Cool. All right, and I'll interview him really quick.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So we got finalist Alex Rico. How's it feel?
Good. I played Connor probably 8 times. He beat me every single time I played him.
We haven't done this matchup yet, though.
Yeah, we haven't done this matchup, but he's really good. He's really good with Miranda. He's always got my number with it. So, but playing him, I actually came close to beating him.
Yeah, it's really close.
One hole, dude. One hole.
Yeah, I had that die roll at the end, which is what I wanted because I thought that was the only shot I had. It was just that barrel roll, target lock, just because I knew the game was going to be over right then. And I thought that was my only shot. Otherwise, she just flies away with the slam and all that stuff. I kind of felt bad because he thought he got Dengar and Tel confused, which I think would have sucked if I would have won, just because of that. But I'm glad, he won. We played each other a lot at Shuffle and Cut, so he's a really good player. He's probably one of the best in the state, easily. I'm glad he switched lists, so he's not on the bottom table. So now he's back where he belongs in the top table. So it's nice to see him there.
All right, so either of you guys have anything final to say?
This tournament was ran really, really well. The SoCal Games and Comics store housed it all really well, and the Tio did a great job hosting it and keeping everybody in line and stuff. Pretty. Yeah, keep them in line. Went pretty flawlessly. Everybody's really happy with the prizes they got, even the people who didn't do too well.
Very generous
The raffle and stuff, and the doing the bounties for the people on the lower tables. If they did special things, they would get bounty prizes and I think extra raffles and stuff like that. That was really, really cool to see those people get a lot of good stuff, and everybody enjoyed the day. So
Yeah, it was pretty good. Nice air conditioning too, which is nice.
Oh yeah,
Supreme. That's always the best.
Yes.
All right, thank you guys.
thank you.